Good afternoon, guys. Well, good morning. We are starting nice and early here on GEST July Playoff Sunday. But before we get to the playoffs, we have a bit of busy work to do. We've got to get through the tiebreak matches. We've got to decide who gets first, who gets second, who gets third in each group, and who is going home. We had all your group stage matches tomorrow, but apparently that didn't resolve everything. Apparently there are still conflicts left unsettled, and this is one of them. Inv-Red and Pcfc.Palit. We will see who will be coming out on top. These two teams tied their way in, I believe, Group A. That could be wrong, but they've definitely tied first. Both teams sitting on 3 wins and 1 loss. And we're going to see which team is going to be the team who comes out on top, who goes through in that #1 position. You do get an advantage going through first in your group. You get to skip the first round of playoffs, go straight to the round of 8 rather than the round of 16. And that means you do get a slightly better chance. Also, maybe a slightly better bracket, depending on who you're up against. Although, finishing second in your group, you're versing a team who finished third from another group in the round of 16. So, generally speaking, you have an okay matchup. But with that said, looking at some of these teams who finished third in their group, you've got Mineski, who finished third in Group D or C. You've got some strong third place finishing teams. So, the best thing is to just get as far along in the bracket as you can. You want to finish up first where possible. And we'll see how they can, in fact, do here. I'm just going to quickly be popping onto Facebook to let people know the match has finally started. Oh, yeah, guys, it has. And we're seeing the bans and picks unravel a bit here. We are having Inv-Red over on the Sentinel side. We've got Pcfc.Palit. Not sure exactly how that's meant to be pronounced over on the Scourge. As we will have the bans and picks unraveling. Inv-Red bang at the Naga Siren, Darkseer, and Lycanthrope. We've got Pacific banning out the Broodmother, Invoker, and Pandaren Brewmaster. So the first pick did go over to the Scourge side, over to Pacific, and they went for the Rubik with that first pick. A very versatile hero. Can go in that solo lane, can go into the support role, and that makes him a strong top contender for that pick because of his versatility. Similar to some ways how Windrunner used to be considered a top pick. Rubik does fit into that. And speaking of Windrunner, we have seen Inv-Red pick it up third, following the Chaos Knight as well as the Morphling. So Chaos Knight going to be probably their farming hero for that tri line. As we will see them want to probably look for some supports with these last two heroes. I mean, you've got the Morphling as well, so they can run some dual lanes. They can even run Chaos Knight as a support, but he's generally a hero that does benefit a lot from getting a bit of farm and just tanking it up, carrying his way through the mid game. Morphling can solo that mid lane. He can be played as I mean, just get that early Wraith Band, get some damage, get some regen, then rush the bottle and just use the waveform spam. Use your morph strength and morph agility to either help yourself last hit or survive those ganks, survive the burst damage, and it does make him a strong solo hero. Or if they really want to have some support to make sure he farms right, they run the dual lanes. Run a Morphling dual lane mid. Like you see a Morphling run Chaos Knight with a support at bottom. And as a result, you see some of those supports being banned out. Crystal Main banned out, so is the Prophet, whereas Inv-Red banning out some of those carries. They banned the Weaver as well as the Dragonite, and that's because Pacific, they've already got their supports. With ES, AA, Rubik, 3 potential supports. Obviously, only 2 of them will be played as support. We're probably looking at Rubik as a solo hero. They pick up the Puck as well. As let me just finish my little status update, and the last few picks here, Inv-Red, they need some supports. I mean, you're looking at Venomancer, Vengeful Spirit, Witch Doctor, those types of heroes here. Maybe even a jungler. There is still Chen in the pool, and I feel Chen could suit them quite well. It gives them a lot of survivability, helps. I mean, look at this big AoE, the ES, the Puck, you've got the Fade Bolt. AA does have the ultimate to prevent those heals, but still, it's not going to land on everyone, and the Chen heals do tend to be, I mean, something that you can still pick despite being up against an Ancient Apparition, not to mention Holy Persuasion, saving teammates, sending them back to base. Always a great asset to have. And there we go. Last few picks, Inv-Red. I mean, they're thinking this through. I think they're considering which supports they want. They haven't actually used up much or any of their extra time until this pick, so we'll see what they want to go. I think the Chen is likely to be picked up with these last 2 picks with another support. Unless we're seeing Chaos Knight as a support, but it's not something I like to see. I think he's better off played as a farming role, and I think they can easily fit that win rate into the solo top lane. They can put Morphling at mid and put Chaos Knight with some support at bottom, put a Chen in the jungle and put Chaos Knight with some kind of aggressive support. You're looking at your Venomancer, even a Lion. I mean, we've seen these teams run Lion quite often as support, and I think he does do well. You don't want Lion really in a tri lane though, because he does need XP, maybe a little bit of farm, but mostly just XP, and in a tri lane he levels too slow, so he's better off in those dual lanes, and then with a jungle hero like Chen, he can get the XP he needs to level up those disables and get that Finger of Death up as fast as possible. As playoffs all day long. All right, get onto Facebook, guys. Facebook.com/GGnet GoDz. Like, share, tell all your friends that GEST.IDC has started. We've got Inv-Red versus Pcfc.Palit or Pacific Revitalize. It's now live. This is a tiebreak match for Group A, I believe. And following this, guys, we've got playoffs all day long, starting with your round of 16. Then you've got your quarterfinals. Then you've got your semifinals. Then your third place match. Then your grand finals. All day long, all today. We're not going to leave today without a winner. Even if I'm casting like 15 hours today. I got here at 9 in the morning. If I don't leave until 2 in the morning, well, so be it. I will get through all these games today, guys. So get onto Facebook.com/GGNetGods and make sure that people know that the GEST IDC is live and happening. It's just now posted. You should see that there. I'm going to pin it to the top. There we go. Pin to the top. It's now live. Well, on Facebook, but then more importantly, this match is now live. Pugna going to be the fourth pick for Inv-Red. They're going to be looking to use that as, support here. Another solo. I mean, who's actually going to be running as their support here? Winner. I guess we're looking at potentially a winner played as a support, unless it's Chaos Knight potential support. Same goes for the winner. Can go for the Pugna. You can see a Pugna support, but generally it is played as a solo. And Pacific, there's your hard carry. They pick up the anti-mage. That's a hero that wasn't banned out, and a hero that's not often picked up by these Pinoy teams. But Pacific going with something a bit different, going with something that you'll see more the Chinese teams or some of the other Asian countries picking up a really hard carry to try and basically carry them to the late game, take it late, not be as aggressive as normal. So maybe we'll be seeing a different style of play coming out from the Scourge team. Will we be seeing Santino on the anti-mage? I imagine it's going to be the case. And we have got him here. I believe that's RCG is actually Santino. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. We've got EMZ, Ace, and XL3. The captain, LWY. As all these players always get these big long tags because of their sponsors with both Pacific as well as Palit in the name. Does make remembering who is who somewhat confusing. Last pick there, Shadow Shaman for Inv-Red. So no real obvious support options, but there's plenty of heroes who can run in the support. The Windrunner, potential support. Same goes for Shadow Shaman, same goes for Chaos Knight, even the Pugna to a lesser extent. So we'll see how they want to lane this, what they want to do. Shadow Shaman, the captain Shen GG, definitely being played as support. He's got Sentry Wards, he's bought the Courier. So we'll see him at the moment heading towards the top lane with the Windrunner. Windrunner as well looks like he's being played as a support. Kelvin's on the Windrunner, heading up top lane with with a lot of clarities. Holy crap, 4 clarities on Windrunner. Kelvin not holding back on those, and he's heading up top. He's got the Observe Wards as well. Looks like Chaos Knight going to round off that tri-lane. So we're looking at Windrunner, Shadow Shaman, Chaos Knight tri-lane with FZ. We've got Morphling being played by Snow. He's probably going to be at mid lane. He's got a lot of regen here. We're looking at possibly a mid lane build Pugna with a Bassi Ring. Building towards Bassi Ring, possibly soloing that bottom lane. As we'll see how they want to lane this, or maybe even Pugna in that tri-lane at top. And we could see a bit of a rotation around. Anyways, over on the Scourge team, representing the Philippines, representing Pacific Esports, we have got Pcfc.Palit, or formerly known as Revitalize. We've got RCG or Santino playing the anti-mage. We have got in the middle lane, we've got Rubik playing by LWY, the captain. We have got at the bottom lane for the moment, we've got Ace playing the puck, we've got Ancient Apparition rotating back top being played by XL3, and finally on the Earthshaker is EMZ lurking around this bottom lane, looking to do a bit of warding here, maybe even backing up the puck to start things off, as Puck actually finding a DD, and that's a nice little pickup for him. That's going to help him out. It is going to be dual lane, so this is the dual lanes I sort of mentioned. Shadow Shaman's a support, similar to the line. He wants some XP, he wants a bit of farm here and there, but XP does help him out a bit, so he's going to be supporting the Chaos Knight at the bottom lane, and uh-oh, Puck, you need to be careful, man. Be very, very careful, and he's going to try to get his way out there. He gets shackled, even at 2 seconds stun. He can't go to his orb. This could be the end. Ace making a big faux pas. He's trying to get his way through those trees. He's just going to end up giving FZ an even easier kill than he otherwise would have had. I think he maybe, if he managed to sort of juke through those trees or deny himself to that neutral camp, it would have been very nice. Or we could have maybe waited for that orb to come back up, but either way, he was going to chew through a lot. Even if he'd survived and juked his way through, he would have had no HP left, and it would have had an impossible time laying at bottom. So in some ways, it's better he died, but he would have liked to deny himself to those neutrals. But, oh, Puck. bad way to start things off. We will see the Rubik versus Morphling at mid. This is a tough lane for Morphling. I mean, Morphling does well as a solo mid. Not so much against the Morphling, though, because the Fade Bolt does lower the damage of Morphling, makes it hard to last hit. But this is what Morphling wants. The tower getting down Rubik to about half HP. Rubik with a magic stick, a lot of tango, so he can heal that off. But that's some unnecessary damage that will help Morphling out in this middle lane. Top lane, we've got the dual lane, the tri lane, ESAA and Anti-Mage up against a interesting dual lane. The winner and a Pugna. They've got the dual range Tarash, but against the tri lane, the ESAA combo, not going to be too friendly. One fissure block with a couple of right clicks from Anti-Mage could spell death. It's going to be, they're going to hope that they're going to be more aggressive with the winner, but oh, what on earth is going on at bottom lane? Park. Ace gets caught out again, a bit too aggressive with his laning and positioning apparently. And we'll see how he does manage to recover their TPing back in this time around. He's going to be okay. There's some dewarding going on. They managed to deward this pool by the looks of things, and Shadow Shaman going to be looking to use that to his advantage. Winrun at Pugna at top, managing to pull this way back. Winrun is probably going to be the one in the front line. Sure, they want the farm on Pugna, but Winrun is the one with that escape spell with the Winrun, and who can get away when they try go in. So we'll see him probably getting as much farm as the Pugna, except when it's safe and at the tower. So Pugna actually hasn't got any CS at this point. We've got Winrun with a couple, and a couple on the Pugna as well, and we will see Morphling. He's going to go for these rune teas. Probably going to try to get that fast bottle. Currently, doesn't actually have it yet. He's only got the 5 creep kills. Rubik with 9, and that's what I was talking about. Rubik has got the superior last hitting. We'll see him have a slightly better chance at the middle lane. For those of you lagging, guys, it shouldn't be lagging at all. It's probably something on your end, and it's not something I can fix. It is okay for most people from what I can tell. Bottom lane, Shadow Shaman, Chaos Knight. They're going in again. Park, Ace. He's trying to get out the shackle, though. It lands, and that is going to be the end of Ace. He gets sheeped up as well. Couple more right clicks is all that's needed. Chaos Knight, triple kill. His 3rd kill of the game. He hasn't got much CS, only 7 CS, but with 3 kills, he is off to a fantastic start. Bassett ring boots, 700 gold. We'll see some treads probably coming up fairly quickly on him. And we'll see a quick save coming out from your Play Cyber Games admin. As there we go, and we will see Morphling at mid, 6 and 4, really struggling to last hit here. Needs that bottle. He's getting close to it. One more wave and he can. He's got plenty of mana, so if he just wants to wave down some creeps, it's always an option here. But South gets cancelled. Rubik on the bottle, starting to bottle Crone. This is where the lane gets almost impossible for this Morphling. He's just going to get completely spammed by Fable. The only way he can last here is going to be with Waveform. His damage is just going to get taken and torn apart by the Fade Ball. And as a result, you can see, look at this aggressive laning from LWI. And oh man, that is not going to be a fun time for Morphling. May have to see some ganks rotation coming in soon. Winner and a Pugna at top. Need to be careful here. Yes, actually, pulling this creep wave away, needs to be very careful himself. Uh-oh, Antimate's blinking. There's no fissure. There is a fissure a bit later on. Cold Feet not going to latch. Winrun gets popped, 45 HP. Getting away. ES took so much damage from those neutrals. Look at this, 43 HP. He's got 2 tangos, but I don't think he wants to even use them. That's only going to heal up 200 of its HP. He wants, okay, they've got a salve. I was about to say, he may just have to go back to Fan, but he's going to salve himself up. He's got plenty of clarity, so he doesn't want to walk back to Fan just to heal himself up when he's got all these clarities, and he can stay on the lane and continue to apply pressure. But Morphling at mid, he's got his bottle. He's going to have to start bottle crawling himself, I imagine. I mean, we'll see how many couriers does this Sentinel team have. It looks like they've only got the 1 single courier, but they're going to be keeping around mid because Morphling needs it. He needs to catch up. Oh, Puck, Invis, going to be looking for him. Top lane, another Fissure actually getting dropped by the looks of things. They went on Windrunner. Windrunner, as said, Windrunner is always going to be in the front line. So if they go on anyone, they want it to be the Windrunner, in the Sentinel side. If they go on Windrunner, Windrunner can generally escape. Defensive G-Crep, possibly even a Windrunner can be used to keep him alive. And Pugna is the one who doesn't have too many escape cells. The Windrunner can't be used there. You can use those shackle shots defensively, but it is hard for them to actually use those to get away. As we will see FZ, 18 CS, he's getting up. Forget Treads, he's gone for Arcane Boot, so really looking to give his team some mana there. Help out Shadow Shaman, just spam those nukes. And I like this little pickup here, when we can see Shadow Shaman's at full mana. He was spamming, the shackles, as well as the sheep, and really just doing a lot there. Uh-oh, Ace, what? Whoa, that is something Something tricky from Ace. This is a nice little trick that he's done here. He's got it so he can actually attack all of these little jungle stalkers in the bush. This is something I've not actually seen coming. I've never seen this camp used. I've seen this camp here used because you can hide in these trees. I've seen this spot here used. You can also use the cliff up here to kill these. But this I have never seen before. Chaos Knight finds the puck. Oh, wow. He's onto it. He somehow knew what was going on there. He knows about that little sneaky spot. Apparently. And Puck, though, he orbs his way out, and Chaos Knight is completely stuck. He's got a Tango here, but I don't think... Tango's not going to be enough. He needs more than one. He needs to eat 2 trees, I think. Shadow Shaman, he's got a Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade bought by Shadow Shaman just to help him escape. Wow. Oh, man. Chaos Knight buying a Quelling Blade just to chop down some trees. Oh man. That was some next level plays by Puck. I have to say, that was not how I would expect it to go. Anyways, let's watch some of these other lanes, because that's where there's probably actually going to be some kills while I'm not watching. It is currently 3-0 in favor of Inv-Red. I think all 3 kills going to the Chaos Knight at middle lane. The tri-lane at top with the anti-mates. Not yet getting any kills, but hey, what they have got is anti-mates. 29 creep kills, a lot of farm. Is Pugner going to go down? Oh, Fissure Block. That's the hero that they don't want to see getting initiated on. Pugner has no escape spells. Well, he does have the Shackle Shots. He does have the Decrypt, but he's going to go down. The Siege Wagon wallops him down. And the gold will get split between all 3 heroes. And the first kill of the game going Pacific's way. As we will see Shadow Shaman and Chaos Knight looking to push down on this tier 1 tower. And now we are going to see this tower being pressured. No level 6 hit on Shadow Shaman, but just spamming it off with his nukes. Chaos Knight's level 7, and there we go. Rotation around. Rubik is possibly heading bottom. He's got Arcane Boots as well as a bottle. This tower taking a lot of damage here. Shadow Shaman and Chaos Knight still committing, and they're going to find Rubik coming in very soon. A TP as well. Oh, Rubik, he waves in. Oh, that's a useful spell to steal. He gets stunned up. Shadow Shaman gets instantly taken out. Dreamcore goes down. Chaos Knight in trouble. He's trying to TP. He steals Chaos Ball. What a play by Rubik. Stealing the Chaos Ball. Cancels the TP. Pcfc.Palit. They strike back. They now even up the score. 3 kills apiece. Nice little gank. Nice rotation there. Puck with the Dreamcore. He thought he could TP out, but nope. Chaos Bite gets stolen, and they get the kill. Does create some space at top for Winrun and Pugner. But no, they're potentially still in trouble. ESAA just takes a fissure with that cold feet, and then we're going to see more kills. Even though AA is currently at bottom lane, trying to get that level 6, then we'll see those ultis flying in. Shadow Shaman deciding, let's go top, let's try and get some kills, especially on this anti-mage, although ES being there will possibly prevent that. And we will see blast spam coming down. Anti-mage is quite low. Shackle shot. Oh, no fissure. There is a fissure, though. I don't think even with a longer shackle shot, they wouldn't have got that kill, because the defensive fissure is just going to be too much for them. They can't actually kill this anti-mage with the ES thing behind him. And as a result, we'll see them maybe just going for this push here. They actually smoke up, and that means Rubik is going to be the one on the receiving end of this gank. They've got the Observe Wood on the high ground. They will spot him out. Are they going to run right at him, or are they going to look for top? It looks like Rubik coming up. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Hex, Shackle, Power Shot, Chaos Knight coming in as well. The Chaos Bite from Rubik, not going to be enough. There's 4 heroes surrounding him. LWY, the Pacific captain, gets taken out. And we will see Ancient Apparition and ES at the top lane, looking to apply some pressure up there. Mid lane, you've got Shadow Shaman, level 6 now. So those Serpent Wards are going to be used. They're going to look to start taking down some towers. And they will get dropped here, and they are going to go all out for this mid tier 1 tower. It looks like there's no rotation as of yet, except from the Puck. So Puck coming in mid, we'll see if he can use that. And we'll see whether or not they can get this tier 1 tower. It looks like it should be able to go down. The Serpent Wards are there. Here comes the support coming from the Dire side. Sorry, the Scourge side. What am I talking about? Getting my Dota 2 lingo mixed up with my Dota 1 lingo. The Scourge side, they bring in the Puck, they bring in the Rubik, but they are going to see the tower go to the Shadow Shaman Serpent Wards. They clean up the wards though, so a bit of gold being taken by Puck as well as Rubik, especially Puck with the 3 deaths. He needs to catch up in that farm department. Finds himself sitting on 440 gold now. As Rubik himself up to 46 creep kills. Not bad at all. Arcane Boots with the bottle, and they're going to look to go for the retaliation, get the tier 1 tower of their own. They'll just spam it down. I mean, this is going to be a tier 1 tower for themselves unless there's some defense coming soon, and it doesn't look like we will see any. The Sea Dragon's there, double damage on the puck, and tier 1 tower in danger. TP in, gets cancelled. Pugner realizing, oh, that's probably a bad idea. There's a puck, there's a Rubik, they can insta-kill me. And we will see Shadow Shaman at bottom. He's got 900 gold. Maybe going to go for some Arcane Boots of his own. 4 Pacific heroes sitting around this bottom river. They're going to walk right into Observer Ward, though, and they're pretty much... Their rotation down bottom is going to get spotted, and this is not something you really want to do, is have these 4 heroes all just rotating through the river. You'll so likely be going through the Observer Ward. You want to be smoked up, at least keep your opponents guessing. Even if you don't get a kill with that smoke, it just makes it so easy for them to farm and know where you are. So right now, Winner knows it's just a solo anti-mage at top. The rest of the Invasion Red team know if they want to go for a fight, a 5v4 fight, they can just go bottom. They're expecting Pacific to be there with 4, and they're at Pacific themselves. I mean, they go in. Fissure, they're not going to land the Morph, they're not going to land the Ancient Apparition ultimate. It doesn't even matter. The Fade Bolt burst damage, and that should not have happened. Snow saw that coming. It is going to be Rubik. It looks like he's going to pay the price here. The tower, he is focusing down on him. RCG Santino lagging it up, though. Uh-oh. Oh, he's saving the game. Okay. Quick save coming out from Ace. Looks like things are okay. Wait, it's the call. Rubik, though, looks like he was taking up the tower a bit there. Maybe lagging a bit. As other pings have all spiked up for all 5 players, in fact. And we'll see whether or not Pacific can get out of this one. Morphling bought back. He wants kills. He wants blood. Can he get it, though? And looks like they are disconnecting, but they're going to try reconnect. You can, of course, reconnect to the game. All 5 players, I think, disconnecting. And hopefully that save did come in time. Please wait for me to reconnect. Alrighty. They're reconnecting in. Yes! For those of you who aren't familiar with the Play Cyber Games platform, this is Play Cyber Games, and it's a Dota 1 platform similar to Garena and other platforms. But unlike Garena, you have this reconnect feature. I think some host bots have it, but everyone can reconnect in this. And if you're a pub player and you disconnect, you can reconnect into the game. And it's something where you can have a reconnect feature for absolutely every player, from the bottom tier players playing your casual fun pubs, playing your first game ever, or playing your competitive high-level matches. You can have this reconnect feature, so it's a really cool thing to have. Although, of course, it's not cool when you've got 9,000 ping for Pacific's EMZ. They're going down. They're going down. Well, down by 6. Not really. There we go. And there you see Rubik. Where'd Rubik go? What? I don't even know what just happened here, but we are going to see Chaos Knight as well as Pugner. They pick up the kill. They're in a bit of trouble, though. Puck's gone in with the Dream Call, doing a huge amount of damage. Morphling waving in. Chaos Knight still Dream Called up. They're going to look for some more here. I think Rubik just got instantly melted. It looks like, yeah, Rubik did die there, although I didn't actually spot what was happening myself. Maybe some of you guys caught that one, but Blast goes down. Chaos Knight, Shadow Shaman pushing down towards his bottom tier 1 tower. Tier 1 tower should go down. Morphling making his buyback worthwhile. And we'll see this tier 1 get taken out. And they're not going to continue on to the tier 2. Shadow Shaman TPing up top. I believe he has his Surf Mod. He does. He wants to go for this tier 1 perhaps, but Antimage is just going to... Antimage can just kill this Shadow Shaman, I believe. With some mana brain. No, what am I talking about? They're going to go for the Antimage level 3 second stun, sorry, not level 3. And it looks like Shadow Shaman out of mana, not going to be able to do too much here. Shadow Shaman needs to be careful. Rubik is searching. Chaos Bolt is being stolen. He's going to get Chaos Bolted himself, though, first. And he's going to be forced back as the Fade Bolt gets dropped. And they're going to be looking to pressure this tower. But no mana on Shadow Shaman, though, so he's going to have to back off a bit. And it looks like Shadow Shaman can go back, heal himself up, get some mana, and he does have those Serpent Wards. Actually, he gets mana up by the Chaos Knight, but still half HP. He is a bit low. He doesn't want to be able to find himself in a fight with half HP, and even his mana wasn't actually as high as he'd like it to be. So Morphling at bottom, still farming away. That buyback, though, that's going to cost Snow. The Invasion Red captain needs to be a bit careful. XL3 at mid lane. He's now, well, he's been level 6 for a while now, but we're going to see Puck pick up the phase boots. ES lurking around as well. ES getting close to his arcanes. And Anti-Mage, where is he going? What has he picked up? Is it the Battle Fury? It looks like we are. He's almost got his Battle Fury. Just needs the Perseverance or the Void Zone to finish off the Perseverance. So about 800, 900 gold away from me. He hasn't died yet, but he's got 54 creep kills, so not the best farm. He hasn't been free farming, but he was up against a relatively tough duel lane. He's seen some pressure coming his way. We will see some kills being traded at bottom lane. Well, we won't, I should say we won't see. That was Morphling going down. So Morphling gets found, and that's a big kill. I mean, Puck can go in with that silence and prevent him from morphing to strength. AA ultimate as well prevents that heal up as well. So nice little gank there that we didn't actually see because my camera work has been absolutely terrible the last day or two. We're going to have to work on that throughout today. Mostly work on myself focusing at watching the minimap. But we're going to see a gank coming at top. Chaos Knight leading the way. Anti-Mage, can he get out of here? 4 seconds stun. And it looks like he should go down here. There's plenty of disables. Shackle Shot as well, followed by a Power Shot. And unless ES immediately TP'd, that was going to be a sure kill with all those disables they had to stack on. And not really, I'm not blaming the ES by any means. He would have had to TP almost immediately, and they probably could have almost got the kill regardless, unless he managed to fissure all 4 heroes and then give Anti-Mage time to blink out. So we are going to see this T1 tower going down. Serpent Wards are still up, so they can keep on pushing if they really want. Ancient Apparition ultimately going to come flying in. It's actually going to miss. So now with that down, they're probably even more confident to keep on pushing. And there we go. Shadow Shaman still lurking around the top lane. They are asking to wait. They want to pause, perhaps? No. It looks like we're okay. They're not going to pause, but we are going to see. They're not going right into the tower. Maybe they're hoping there's going to be a TP and they can use that. No, they're dropping the Serpent Wards now. They're going to drop the Blast. Here's your TP. Anti-Mage is there as well. And we'll see Ancient Apparition being the one to TP, and he's trying to snipe out some of these wards. He's taking out 1, takes out 2, and they're just going to take him out 1 by 1, pull the creep wave away as well. And this can be defended. Invasion Red actually back off, gets the tower down to half HP, which is okay. Not the worst use of those Serpent Wards, although Anti-Mage does get a bit extra gold for killing all those, as well as Ancient Apparition, who actually takes a few. But Invasion Red still just applying as much pressure as they can, keeping it up, keeping the heat hot. And Pugna, where is your items? He needs maybe a mech for his team. He hasn't been getting much farm. I think it was actually more supporting the Winrunner at top lane. As Winrunner, yeah, Winrunner's the one with the mech. Winrunner 2 kills, 38 creep kills. Pugna, 42. So Pugna's actually got some decent farm here, but just the items not really reflecting it. Where is your items, Pugna? Possibly going for this BKB. Is that the Pugna going for a BKB? I mean, it could well be. It wouldn't be the worst time to get on him. It could also be, it's more likely going to be the Morphling's BKB. Morphling as a first time BKB, not a terrible choice, just so you can deal with all these disables. I mean, up against the Puck ESAA, the BKB is actually a nice little pickup, even as the first item. I think it's something that the Chinese teams do quite frequently. They'll go straight BKB and then go for a damage item. Go for the Ethereal Blade afterwards, go for the Skadi afterwards, go for your damage source following that BKB. But Anti-Mage, Santino, the Child Boy Wonder with a Battle Fury, getting up a lot of farm mid lane. Uh-oh, this could be a big engagement. Ancient Apparition ultimate coming in, big silence coming. Shadow Shaman doesn't get hit by the A ultimate. Wave through, it's coming from Rubik actually. Rubik's on the wave, and that could be trouble for the Shadow Shaman. The mech up, that's going to help heal the Invasion Red side. They do get the kill on Ace. They've only lost 1. They've still only lost FZFZ, and they're chasing hard. They've only lost the Chaos Knight, who got initiated on and picked up 2 kills in return. Nice counter gank. That was the mech helping keep them alive. Anti-Mage though at top, putting on pressure. He's doing a lot of damage here and getting a lot of farm. As we will see the glyph being popped, he's just going to use his Battle Fury to cleave through these creeps. As he does get forced to blink out though. Morphling coming in. Morphling, there we go. Ogre Axis picked up. And it is going to be Morphling building towards that BKB. Windrunner mech. Staff of Wizardry going to be going towards the 4-staff. Shadow Shaman, Bracer and Boots. Where is that Pugna? Surely you had something additional. There we go. It was Pugna building towards a BKB. So BKB on both Morphling and Pugna. I like this decision. See, over on the Scourge team, as far as items go, we saw Anti-Mage with B-Fury. Probably going to go for those treads now as well. He's only got his boots, so he's not actually all that farmed, even since getting that Battle Fury. We're going to see Rubik going for something with a Staff of Wizardry. Use your imagination. There's so many different possibilities. Yule Scepter, 4-staff, Dagon, Necrobook. There's your big four. The most likely is going to be that 4-staff, but Yule Scepter has become a bit popular here, as well as the Necrobook. Teams have started massing Necrobooks and going for those Yule Scepters, so they are possible items. Dagon, probably the least likely, I've got to say. This is not really going to be a game where you want to go for Dagon. There we go. It is a 4-staff here. Elsewhere, we see Ancient Apparition with an Urn. We see ES with Arcane Boots. 700 gold, trying to go towards that Blink Dagger. And I believe that's most of the item progression. Oh no, Puck, Blink Dagger is going to be up in 100 gold. So there's going to be an even better initiation coming from the Scourge team. Ooh, Pugna almost runs into a few heroes. Well, almost finds a few heroes, I should say. They force themselves away. Pugna smokes up with his team. They're heading towards the top lane, looking for this anti-mage perhaps. Pugna has finished off his BKB, so he's going to have some nice survivability and do a lot more in these team fights and not get insta-KO'd by that ES Fissure, the Puck Blink initiation, followed up by an Ancient Apparition ultimate, which is just so damn freaking painful. Anti-mage, guessing that something may be up, something may be wrong. Blinks towards the bottom lane. And we will see these 4 heroes still smoked up. They kind of using the Morphling as bait, but it looks like there's not too much going on. And the TP bottom is the call from Chaos Knight. But Pacific have done something similar. They've rotated down here through, well, straight through the river, but it doesn't look like any observer would actually spot them out. They have been mostly dewatered. We're not going to try to spam this off, but here it's at least 4 heroes, maybe even a 5th, as ES is nearby. Just at that secret shop here, and we will see all 4 heroes. They can just reveal themselves. They're just going to try brute force this tower for the most part, but up against the Winra spamming power shot, not an easy effort. And the top tier 2 tower is going to be the trade, perhaps, unless we see TP's back. So, I mean, Inv-Red, they can get a tower, and they can get back and defend. I don't think they're in too much danger here, although they will get initiated upon them. That's not what they wanted. They go in on Rubik, though. Rubik forces himself out. Power shot going to come flying through. Does land, and Rubik getting very, very low. Oh, the combo. They decide not to go for it. If Puck had gone, well, he'd already used his Dream Call by the looks of things. Yeah, the Dream Call had been used, and now we're going to see them go on the chase. Chaos Knight, TP after 1, 2. The Serpent Wards, they're going for the tier 3 towers. They tried to cancel those TPs. That's why they ran in. I think the call was just charge in, cancel their TPs, and stall. Buy us time to go for this tier 3 tower. They're not going to get it, but they do drop the Serpent Wards, do drop the tower down to about half HP, and Inv-Red find themselves in a very good position here against Pacific, formerly known as Revitalized Pcfc.Palit, from Pallet Town, for all you Pokemon nerds out there. Shadow Shaman TPing back home, only level 8, so Shadow Shaman not leveling up all that well, but not a major concern. He's still got the level 1 Serpent. He's going to buy himself up a Django, Ancient Django of Endurance, or the Drum of Endurance as it's known in Dota 2, as Windrunner's got enough gold for a 4-staff, or possibly even a Necrobook, depending on where he wants to go. Anti-Mage picking up a solo kill, sorry, we weren't talking, not a solo kill, picking up a single kill. Not by himself though, with help with the Rubik. It will go to Anti-Mage, who needs to start getting some items, needs those treads, needs the Manta style. He needs, he's not a hero who can stop pushes easily. He needs to get the items to do that. And that's going to be treads, maybe even just go treads BKB, or that treads into the Manta style. And we will see bottom lane, the pressure is continuing. Shadow Shaman's there by himself, just going to clear out this creep wave a bit, probably get himself up a few more levels, which he does definitely want here. And we'll see Pugna as well joining him up. Going to hit level 9 now, so we'll see him getting another point in one of those disables. And that's the thing, that Hex isn't even maxed out. And maybe it's going to max, probably level 3 Hex now with the level 1 Shackle. Yeah, we go. Level 3 Voodoo. He has 1 in Shackle and he's maxed out the nuke. So you want to level up the Hex. And as a result, having a low level Shadow Shaman at this point in the game isn't the best thing. As we'll see, it looks like Ether Shock's been stolen by the Rubik, as it allows him to just insta-kill creep waves with the double nuke combo with the Fade Bolt, and then followed up immediately with the Ether Shock, or vice versa. So Chaos Knight at mid, level 10. He's gone for a sort of tanky build. Vitality Booster, picking up a Cloak. Is he going to go for a full Hood, go into that Pipe for his team? If they want to go for the push, having both Pipe and Mech can be very useful. We'll see if we run 4-staff it is, so no Necrobooks as of yet. And we'll see how they want to do this. Bottom lane, there are 3 heroes lurking around. Morphling, though, his BKB is coming up fairly slow. I mean, Pugna's already got his. Pugna with some decent farm, especially because there was a Pugna winner on a dual lane. Those heroes were laning together, and both heroes with decent farm. 4-staff and Mech, BKB, and a Staff of Wizardry. So this could be another 4-staff. Get their team a second or even a third 4-staff. If they believe it's, I believe it's their second one. Rubik on the Scourge team has another 4-staff, but they can keep getting more mobility here. Waveform gets stolen by the Rubik. Fairly useful spell to have. Another spell that you can use to insta-kill creep waves, but more importantly, you can use it like a blink. Use it as an escape spell. and smoke up by the Sentinel team. They are going to have to kill a Rubik with Waveform, which isn't the easiest thing to do. But they may have been spotted using that smoke, because Rubik backing right off. He's not having any of it. He's getting the hell out of there. As the Sentinel team will be looking to push down this tier 2 tower, and I don't think there's too much the Scourge team can do to defend it, especially if those Serpent Wards get down. And with the Pugna Blast, this great pushing line, they've got the mech, they've got such a strong team to push this down, unless they can land a perfect AA ultimate, which is going to fly long. It doesn't actually land, so no AA ultimate up. I think they're just going to have to let this tower go. If they land a Fissure into an AA ultimate with Puck blinking in with the Waning Rift, Dream Coil, Illusionary Orb, if they get their AoE on, spot on and time it right with the Fissure and the AA ultimate, then they can fight. But without that, it's hard to do so. So they're going to give up the tier 2 tower. I think that's a right decision, even without Serpent Wards being dropped. I mean, sure, they could have maybe tried to force them to drop the Serpent Wards, but ultimately the tower was going to go down regardless. So I think that was a smart decision. Just give them the tier 2 tower. Maybe try contest something if they go for Roshan, which is always a possibility for the Sentinel team. But we'll see them play it safe for now. Back off and try and get up their next level of items. Inv-Red, they picked up the BKB on Morphling. He's had a pretty tough time. 2 and 2. He's got 92 creep kills, but we're 24 minutes in, so not the best from 113 creeps for the Anti-Mage, his counterpart. And he's got the Yasha going towards that Mansell. No treads up at this point. Oh, Chaos Knight gets found out in the jungle. Caught in no man's land, really. He did have an Invis rune. Sentry Ward, yes, Sentry Ward being planted, spotting him out. I think they were just using that to de-ward this lane here, and Chaos Knight kind of walked into it. And it's going to be Pacific who go for Roshan themselves. Can Inv-Red stop this? We'll have to wait and see. Another Sentry Ward being dropped down in the river. Yes, bottling himself up. He's actually using one of his teammates' ball. Anti-Mage's trying to take it up, taking quite a bit of damage here. So this is not something that Pacific can do with ease. And we'll see if Inv-Red do react. It looks like we're going to go try and scatter that. Just throw a power shot, see if they are in fact at Roshan. And he's going to find them there. And especially if he hits some of these heroes, they're already quite low. And Roshan, if he gets some bashes here, this could be quite painful. And it looks like they want to make a play for this. I definitely think they can. Although it is going to go down very soon. Anti-Mage, can he get it? Yes, he will. Anti-Mage gets the Aegis. And there we go. The initiation. They've gone in on Puck. Puck taking a lot of damage. Gets power shot down. Kelvin picks up the kill. That's the winner. And BKB being popped by Pugna. He's trying to chase, but he hasn't got great mobility. Doesn't have that 4-stuff up yet. Maybe going to be coming on the courier. There we go. 4-stuff is finished for Pugna. But Roshan going the way of Pacific. They get the Aegis on the Anti-Mage, who does have that beefier Yasha. Needs to be careful at mid. He doesn't want to just throw away the Aegis. Throw away that extra life. And now Inv-Red looking to push on in. Even up against an Anti-Mage with Aegis, they still want to keep on pushing, keep on applying pressure, because they've got a strong push, and the more time they give Anti-Mage to farm, the harder it's going to be to push. But even Anti-Mage with an Aegis, he can't stop the push. He'll just die twice to the illusions, to the stuns, the disables. The Sentinel team Inv-Red have just such a strong composition for the next 5-10 minutes until Pacific get up their next big items, which is going to be the Anti-Mage. I mean, even with a Mad Cell, he needs a BKB or a heart. Rubik with the Blink Dagger and Force, he's going to... Oh, he steals Phantasm. Not the most useful thing to steal as a Rubik. I'm going to be honest. Sure, he can get some illusions of himself, but it's a long cooldown, and Rubik does not do very big damage. So not a very useful skill to steal. They may just go for a push here, pop it, and then try to steal a new skill right away. But it's not the most useful of skills to have. The Ancients, though, they're going to be the target for this Chaos Knight. FZ, who's played a strong game so far. He's picked up an Ogre Axe of his own. So items all over the place. The one common theme is survivability. Windrunner, found in the river, does have Windrun as well as the 4-star. Both have been popped. He pops a mech as well. There's your third escape skill. Anti-Mage Ultimate picks up the kill. Dino is now on a... Well, no, he has now ended Kelvin's dominating streak. He's not on a dominating streak himself yet, but he's picked up his second kill of the game with just the one death. And it's Pugna getting initiated on the Blink, the 4-star BKB TP. Anti-Mage has used his ultimate. Is there enough damage? No, there's not. Pugna getting away, only barely. Wu Yuan just gets away. If Anti-Mage has saved that ultimate, if they cancelled the TP some other way, or even killed the winner without using AM ultimate, they may have had enough damage to do so. He could have cancelled that BKB TP, but no, there was no AM ultimate. AM though, now level 15, and the Santino getting very farmed. Shadow Shaman, say goodnight. Oh no, never mind, they're not going to commit to it. The ESAA, the Fissure, the Ancient Apparition ultimate, it landed, but Rubik decided not to follow it up with any aggression. Same goes for the Anti-Mage, despite having the Aegis. So they decide, let's just play it safe. Let's go for some towers here. Anti-Mage, he finds himself taking a lot of damage from the tower. He's going to blink his way through, go towards this creep wave and look to just get this tier 2 tower. They can force it down if they really want to. They've got the Manta Illusions. I mean, they're backing off. Anti-Mage thinks about it, but I think he's just going to want to go top now. There's a lot of farm waiting him there. He doesn't have a TP. In fact, he's blinking his way to the shop. It looks like he's going to go buy one. Although he is missing out there. Mid lane, Morphling. He's got a BKB, but he may get chained down. Is there enough damage? BKB gets popped. He's going to wave to the high ground. Making sure, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, using up a BKB even for that. He could have just morphed strength and tried to wave out without using a BKB, but playing it really safe. But he uses up a BKB charge. So nice. That's still nice for Pacific. I mean, any BKB charge they can use up on the Morphling can help them in the long run. So I have to say, this game's shaping up well for Pacific all of a sudden. I mean, Inv-Red had such a strong composition that they haven't got a Rax. That's the big thing. They needed to be more aggressive and keep on putting on pressure, but they just eased off. And lately, they haven't been. I mean, they just haven't been forcing the issue with those Raxes, and I feel like it's something they could have done while Anti-Mage still didn't have his Manta style. While they had the Serpent Wands up, whenever they had the Serpent Wands up, they could have just gone back to that top lane, gone mid, used the Chaos Knight Phantasm, used this survivability they have from the mech on the Windrunner, and just used all those great disables they have from Shadow Shaman, as well as the Blast to just spam down creep waves with power shots and just chip away at towers. I mean, we saw them chip away at the top tower with Serpent Wards. If they did that on a more frequent basis, they'd slowly get those towers, slowly get a Rax. But instead, it's Anti-Mage, B-Fury, Manta, 2k gold. Going to see him. He still hasn't got treads. I mean, I find that surprising. I mean, it's not like you want to save up and go for those late game boots of travel. You're going to get the treads eventually anyways, and it's such a cost-effective item. You may as well get them right after your Battle Fury. Battle Fury helps you farm faster, so not going straight, getting your Battle Fury before your treads is fine because you want the Battle Fury up. But the Manta doesn't really help you farm a huge amount faster. It gives you survivability, but so does Strength Treads. Strength Treads is a cost-effective item. He decides not to buy, but Santino has played a great game, getting completely ridiculously farmed. Top lane, Rubik just harassing away at this Morphling, maybe trying to force out another BKB, at least scare him into doing something like that. Mid lane, 4 Inv-Red heroes maybe realizing that they do need to keep forcing the issue on these tier 3 towers, just chipping away at them, but they've waited a long time, and Rubik is getting pretty damn farmed because of it. And more importantly, this sucker is getting damn farmed because of it. And he's brought up something new. What has he got? BKB is coming for Anti-Mage. BKB is going to be up in about 1300 gold, and it looks like he should be able to get this at bottom lane. He blinks past the creep wave, going to Battle Fury it down, cleave it down, and this tier 2 tower, it's gone. He's going to be able to get that, and if that's enough gold for his Battle Fury, he's going to have a Battle Fury, and he's going to be able to TP back and defend with the B-Fury Manta. Oh no, he's short. He's short 100 gold. No, maybe not. They just got another tower. No, he's short. Even with both top and bottom tower, he's still short. TP back from Rubik. Anti-Mage, he's not got it yet, but they haven't actually pushed on in yet. He's going to have it very, very soon. He may go for these Ancients here just to get him that little bit of gold, but he's going to walk right into these heroes if he's not careful. Observer Ward's going to spot him out. Uh-oh. They see him. They run right at him. Anti-Mage notices, though. He blinks out. Oh, that was close. Shadow Shaman was blinking, looking for that disable. That was very, very close. The problem is now Anti-Mage out of position. He doesn't have his Battle Fury yet as well. He's so close. He's 20 gold away. He just wants that 20 gold. He needs that BKB if he wants to team fight against all these disables. Puck, dream call of his life. All 5 heroes. ES, Blink, Ultimate, EMZ. Big plays there. And Anti-Mage, who needs BKB when you've got such great supports? They're only trading 1 for 1 so far. Serpent wants to get dropped. It's a wall trap on the Rubik. Rubik in trouble. Snow gets a killing spree. Double kill for him. 2 for 2 is the trade so far. And it looks like Pacific going to come out on top as Ace gets a few more on the high ground. Puck going in. His mobility just securing even more kills despite the great wall trap from Chen GG getting the Rubik. It's not going to be enough. Anti-Mage just doing too much damage, getting himself too much farm, and we're going to see him getting a bit of a cleanup action going on, pushing out the middle lane now. The initiation from Puck, holy crap, ace, what a play. That was amazing. That Dream Call hitting 5 heroes, the initiation was spot on. He had the Necrobook, only level 1 as well, and then he just used his mobility to just clean up heroes left, right, and center, and now they're just charging down the middle lane. BKB being flown out for Anti-Mage, and this is going to be looking more and more dire for this Sentinel team. And things are going to get very hard to defend. Morphling just not farmed enough. We're going to see Puck go in, blink, silence, forces a BKB, and Puck, oh, that was a bit of an overextension. He got sheeped up, and he's going to go down. Antimate shackled, he's got an Aegis, but if they can maybe kill him a second time here. If they can get the disable off right away, or follow his blink, he's going to get sheeped up right away. Anti-Mage in trouble. Is there a shackle shot? Fissure, EMZ, saving the Anti-Mage's life, who does get his BKB flown out to him now. They deny the tower, but that Fissure, EMZ, that was clutch. That was needed. Without that Fissure, that was a dead Anti-Mage. They had a shackle shot coming. They had a shackles on the Shadow Shaman. They had plenty of disables. A Chaos Knight stun could have come out. That was a much needed Fissure. Whew. Lucky AM. And he would not have had buyback. If he had died, well, he might have had buyback actually. With those towers, he might have just had enough gold. He probably does have just enough gold for a buyback, but they're going to go push down the middle lane. Serpent Wards are back up. And Invasion Red, I think they realize they need a push. They need a fight now. There's 5 seconds on Puck, and the Scourge team, no ES ultimate. They've got 10 seconds on that. But is that going to be enough? They do drop the Phantasm, the Chaos Knight illusions. They force out a glyph. This is going to be at least a tower. Can they get a Raxo? Puck now back. He's Manta style illusions on Antimage. Antimage can go in with the BKB. He's going to have to try deal with these Phantasm illusions, and there's a lot of them. They are just chipping away at the racks with the Serpent Wards. This melee rack's taking a lot of damage. The smoke coming in. I think Invasion Red realized there is no way we can win this fight. Puck is back. AM has a BKB. Let's get the hell out of here, even if we don't get the racks. Racks on 450 HP, but if they'd gone for that Rax, it would have been a team wipe, more or less. And maybe they get the Rax, but it would have been at a big cost. Speaking of cost, Chaos Knight gets found. He manages to dodge the ES stuns. That was partly as a result of the telekinesis. He's trying to get away. Dreamcall is there. Phantasm gets popped by the Rubik, and he actually does get the kill with the help. Well, Puck actually getting the kill with the help of the Phantasm illusions. Pugna, BKB, forced to the low ground. Does he have a TP? He's not going to be able to get his way out. Ace with a double kill. Puck is just absolutely everywhere. Is there anything this Puck can't do? The only thing he doesn't want to be doing is going suiciding into mid lane again, walk right into those hexes and get stunned down. But apart from that, Puck is playing a hell of a game, even though he had a terrible start in that bottom lane, going 0-3 early to the dual lane with the Chaos Knight. And we'll see how he does go into the late game. It is Puck with a level 3 Necrobook now, Anti-Mage, BKB, Yasha. There's your treads up now, finally. I ranted on for a while about that. He needs to have some treads. He gets it after his other 2 big items, but now he's going to have an Aegis up, 1200 gold on top of that. Probably start building towards a Heart, maybe even a Basher. Go for a Butterfly. One of those 3 items probably going to be his next pickup, but this is going to be an Aegis, which will eat through one of his item slots, but still looking good for Pacific, especially with this extra life on Anti-Mage. It's going to be really hard for Invasion Red to push now. Impossible for them to push without winning a fight. They can't just go 5-on-5. They have to get some pickoffs, go for the smoke ganks, win a fight using their disables and their positioning, and then look for the push. When they have a 5v3 push happening, then they can actually go for it. But as long as it's a 5v5 scenario, there is no way Invasion Red will find themselves winning a team fight and getting those pushes that they want to find. Bottom jungle, Windrunner Kelvin, Chaos Knight, FZFZ. Can they make anything happen? Doesn't look like they will for the moment. Shen GG and Wu Yan, the Shadow Shaman with a Blink Dagger. Wu Yan with a 4-star, 1k gold on top of that, but there hasn't been much item progression from the Morphling. That's bringing the key hero who's missing out right now. He's got a second ultimate orb, I believe. And this is going to be the BKB into Skadi build, which is quite popular with Chinese teams and players. I do feel almost having a Manta style, though, isn't actually going to be that bad of a pickup. Just having the illusions against an anti-mage. So if he blinks in, sure he's got the cleave, but just having that so you're not getting mana drain right away. Because if he's got Skadi, you can just mana drain away on you because he knows which is always going to be the real one. And it goes through that BKB. So you want to maybe get the Manta illusions. But he's going to have a Skadi soon. We'll see him maybe go for the Manta or even a Butterfly. I think Butterfly after that could be where he wants to go. But one of those 2 items, both will make nice pickups. The Manta style, a nice DPS item, and just to deal with some of these disables as well as the Anti-Mage mana break when he initiates in. Just having the illusion sort of deters Anti-Mage from going in. It gives you that bonus right-click damage, and it will help. BKB is not going to help against Morphling right-click damage, so he's going to be going for pure right-click damage in the form of Manta style or a Butterfly, I feel. And Anti-Mage just blinking his way through those newts. Where is he at? 3.3k gold. So there's your Eagle Horn. Possibly a Reaver, depending on what he wants to get. And we'll see whether or not he does buy something. The crit is there waiting. Is it for him, though? Is it for the Anti-Mage? You'd have to drop his TP, which is okay. You can play without a TP. It just means you have to be in the right position. You can't be pushing the enemy base when you're about to lose a rack, because you're not going to get back. But you can play without a TP. You're a very mobile hero with that blink, so we may just drop the TP and pick up a new item here. I feel it is a decent decision to do so, especially if he's going to get something like a butterfly, or even, I feel, a heart at this point, just giving him that survivability. Maybe the route he wants to go, but nothing being picked up as of yet. Puck with a Void Stone, going to be going for that Sheep Stick. Ancient Apparition hasn't got too much of his own. Yes, what are we seeing here? 4 stuff is coming. Still nothing being picked up. Maybe it's for Rubik. What is Rubik going to go from here? He's got a Yule Scepter, and they're going to find Pugnet mid, who pops the BKB, a couple more right clicks, going to get the kill. It's Ace once again, the level 3 Necrobook making sure of it. And Chaos Knight actually popping the ultimate. Very preemptive ultimate from CK. I'm not sure about that one. He wants to use those illusions to defend if possible. And we will see the level 3 Necrobooks. They're not going to last long enough for this push, but I think we'll see the push happening regardless. A lot of these heroes, no buyback though. Puck, ES, AA, all spending all of their gold. Same good, well, no, same doesn't go for Rubik. Rubik is the one hero who does have that buyback. And we'll see him at the bot lane. A bit of a split push, but no, they decide to just go all out at bottom. Manta Illusion from Antimage, buyback from Pugna. They're going to go in. Puck, Initiation, Blink, Silence. ES doesn't get a very good ultimate off though, and that's going to be the death of the ES. Morphling BKB, make sure of it. Chaos Knight going to go down. The Ancient Apparition ultimate was on him, and Windrunner needs to use that Windrunner to get away. Windrunner is there. Ancient Apparition, Shatter is on. One more right click. He's got the Windrunner. He's going to get back to Fountain. Antimage going to be regretting that one. He chased a long way to try and get that Pugna. BKB is there. It wears off. Puck gets the kill with the coil. Morphling forced to replicate home, and so far it's a 3-for-1 trade. It is Pacific coming out on top. Are they going to get a rack? It looks like they will. Snow gets another kill. Morphling takes out Puck, and they may just defend this Rax. They pop the glyph. Anti-Mage, though, he's got the Aegis up, and he is going to be looking to just right-click down, make sure they get the rack. Shackle shot, takes down Rubik. Anti-Mage, can he get the Morphling? I don't think he will, but he's going to get the racks anyways, and that's the thing that matters. He's got the Aegis, he's not worried about this right-click damage. Adaptive Strike, Anti-Mage just decides, okay, I'm going to drop this Aegis because I need the item slot. I want my Butterfly, I want my heart, and he will see himself go down, but that could be the death of him. There's a lot of disables. Wards gets dropped with the Shackles, and Anti-Mage's going to go down. He's got buyback, but that was not a trade he wants to do. He doesn't want to have to use that gold on buyback, and he can't even really buy that next big item when he's going to have to be using the gold for buyback. He can pick up maybe a Reaver, but he's not going to have the full heart. He's not going to have the full Butterfly. He's going to have to maybe buy back here, especially if Inv-Red go down the middle lane, which they should. They want to force that buyback, force him to start spending that gold, and force that buyback cooldown. So if they win another fight, the buyback is on cooldown. But what is going to still be the situation now is that Inv-Red, down the bottom racks, they are behind, and they need to start figuring out ways to get that comeback started. And that's going to be going mid with 5 heroes, even without the Serpent Wards, popping a smoke in fact, and they're going to look for those pickoffs here. They may just run right through the middle lane. They want one hero pushing out the creep wave though. We'll see if they do that. Will one hero spam it down? Yeah, Morphling waves it through, reveals himself. That may have sort of given away that they are in fact smoked out, but either way, it's just Morphling, and he's the one who's revealed himself. Maybe the waveform will have kept them guessing, as these 4 heroes will run past the creep wave. I like this. They can even go high ground. There's no tower to spot them out. They may actually pick up this ES. Blink, Shackle. Is there going to be a counter initiation? They need Puck. Puck is not there. He drops the Necrobook. They take out the ES. ES is down. Anti-Mage, 10 seconds. He's not going to buy back, but that could mean the Rax goes down 5 seconds. They're going to have a glyph, so I think the glyph will mean Anti-Mage is back, but he really does not want to use that gold for buyback. The Rax is already getting chipped away, and I think this Rax may actually drop. There's no Serpent Wards, luckily. 24 seconds, but Rax going down. No glyph, apparently, and they trade Raxes. Inv-Red find themselves leveling up the Rax score 2 apiece. Anti-Mage just did not want to use that buyback, and I feel he should have just used that buyback. He was so close to respawning, but still, he goes down. Serpent Wards are going to be coming up soon, and this could be bad if they get another Rax, but I don't think they will, because Anti-Mage has gone in. He gets Hex. He's getting chained to stables. He can't pop his BKB. He's got this heart. He's got so much HP, but he may go down regardless. Morphling gets focused down well enough. Anti-Mage, he's doing enough. He's doing just enough. He's luckily picked up the Reaver, picked up the Vitality Booster, keeping himself alive, and he's cleaning up. He's got to double kill the Rubik. He's got to double kill the Puck, and they get the 4th kill. They almost get the full team wipe. It's only Windrunner who's going to get away, and Inv-Red, it was so close. They almost had enough firepower. They almost had what it took to get another set of Raxes, but now they're going to find themselves on the back foot trying to defend, as Ancient Apparition Ultimate actually going to go flying through, not going to land on the Windrunner. Probably, if they'd landed, they wouldn't have got the kill, but it would have forced Windrunner to stop defending for a second to go heal up. But still, now Pacific Is Roshan coming back soon? Centino, the anti-mage, he's picked up his heart, I believe. Yes, he has. No buyback still, guys. This is the important thing. 390 gold. If he dies, he's not coming back. He's got 2.8k HP. He's got the Mansell. He's got the BKB. He doesn't have the evasion from a butterfly yet. He may get that later on, but he can be killed. Look at the amount of disables. Shackle shot. No sheepstick yet. Chaos bolt. Shackles. Voodoo. There's a lot of disables, and that's something he has to be wary of. Not to mention, oh no, is there any more? Not to mention the Morphling right-click damage from the Skadi. And Morphling, has he picked up a Yasha? Yeah, he has picked up a Yasha, so he's going for Mansell. But this could be a Rax, counter-Rax for Pacific, so they may pull themselves ahead once again. But the entire Sentinel side are back alive. I believe most of them have their ultimates. No Serpent Wards yet, no Phantasm for about 5 seconds, but that's going to be up before the Rax should go down. Manta-style illusions get taken out for the most part. Replicate has been of the anti-mage. That's an anti-mage replicate. That's going to hurt. Morphling goes in with the Skadi, the BKB. It's Inv-Red, though, who find themselves taking too much damage, though. Once again, Morphling forced a replicate out. He replicates right into some disables. A Necrobook 3. He's going to go down. He's got no payback. Inv-Red, 4 down, 1 remaining. Puck going to drop as well. It gets orbed down, and it's a double kill. Santino has maybe done it. He's just looking to be too strong, and the entire Pacific team just some explosive aggression. The offensive GG being called, coming out from Santino, and it looks like they have done it. Pcfc.Palit, Revitalize have maybe taken down Inv-Red. It took them a lot. Inv-Red put up a hell of a fight. They took down one set of Rexes at the middle lane. They looked like they still had it in them, but they did not do enough damage to kill the anti-mage. He used up his gold. He played it risky. He didn't buy back. He let them take a Rex. He then came and team fought after buying the heart without buyback, but it was worth it. The risk paid off. Santino comes out on top. Magina is just such a powerful carry hero, and you can see why Pacific are going to pick up that hero, go for a different style of play compared to some of the other Filipino teams who don't often go that route of the hard carry. And it is going to be a very farm Rubik. I've got to say, Puck and Rubik were the two heroes who really controlled the tempo, set it up, and gave anti-mates the time to farm. It was more Puck and Rubik who were the MVPs this game. Rubik played really well. Bloodstone, Blink. He was just so mobile, being such a nuisance with Force Up and Blink, and Puck as well. Some of those dream calls, hitting 4-5 heroes every time, and just cleaning up heroes as well. The Necrobook was a great pickup, really great play all around from Pcfc.Palit, and we're going to see them advancing onto the playoffs in the first position in this group. That means Pcfc.Palit get first place in the group. We'll see Inv-Red getting second place, so they're going to have a round 1 playoff match. I'm not sure exactly who that's going to be up against. We'll have to wait and see what the standings looks like. Those playoff matches are meant to start in about 20 to 30 minutes time, guys. So I'm not sure if we're going to have another tiebreak match first or if all the tiebreak matches are concluded. We'll see if there's any more matches coming up soon, guys. I am GGnet GoDz from GoDz Gamers, bringing you all the live action here today. That is not me. Where am I? There I am, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is the GEST IDC July. Today is Sunday. Yesterday we had the group stages. Today we've got all the playoff actions all the way through to the grand finals late today. That was a tiebreaker match. That was just the teaser. We've got round of 16 matches coming up. We've got round of 8 quarterfinal playoff matches. We've got your semi-final match. We've got your third place decider, and we've got your grand finals, guys. Everything coming up today. We're still early on into the day, and we're going to have plenty more action coming your way soon, guys. So be sure to stay tuned. And if you want updates about the playoff bracket, all that stuff, head on over to GoDz.net/Dota, as well as the GEST IDC Facebook. That's the first place for updates. All the updates, they come first on GEST IDC Facebook, facebook.com/GEST IDC. Check it out, and you can find out where your playoff bracket is going to be. Now that we know where these teams finish, now that we know Inv-Red is second, Pacific got first, we can do this playoff bracket. So everyone asking where is the bracket, you can go find that. And we're going to be back soon, guys. We're going to have a quick break now. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, GGnet GoDz, as well as find all the VODs for this month on my YouTube, youtube.com/GoDzStudios. I'll be uploading those probably tonight, maybe tomorrow, depending on how things go, guys. So anyways, we're going to do a quick break. I'm GoDz, and we're going to be back soon with your next match.